We've talked a lot about processed foods, but you know one of the best things you can do to get away from processed foods is choose salads. You know, you can't go wrong with a salad. You know, you're getting cucumbers, tomatoes, radishes, good romaine lettuce or whatever type of lettuce you prefer, and you can mix it up in a bowl and it's got flavor. Like flavor, especially when it's in season. It's the best thing you can buy. I'm really passionate about salads. I think that it's one of the best things you can eat. But what do we do with our salads? You know, I know so many people who reach into their fridge and what do they pull out? They pull out something like this. And they say, but look it's calorie-wise. Well, yes, it's calorie-wise. It has only 30 calories per serving. Well, yeah, that in itself isn't a bad thing. But what else does it have? It has all of these chemical ingredients that I can't even pronounce. And, you know, I just told you that vegetables taste good, you know, especially when they're in season. This stuff, they have to add a flavor enhancer. What the hell are they adding a flavor enhancer for? You know, it's because it's overly processed. All the flavor has been taken out. That's why. When you're buying fresh vegetables, the flavor is in there and it's locked in. So this stuff can go. Better, if you're going to make a salad, don't destroy it. Okay, so you may want something that's sweet. You like a sweet dressing, for example? Take some mango. Cut up some fresh mango, put it in there. Raspberries, strawberries, you know, even dried fruit, apricots, cranberries, you know, traditional ingredients in our First Nations communities. Let's try that, you know. And don't reach for those salad dressings, those prepared salad dressings. Remember, the marketing companies, the advertising boards, they want you to buy those products. Buy something like this. Get yourself a good bottle of quality olive oil, extra virgin, and a good bottle of quality balsamic vinegar. You can mix those two together. You can add your own herbs from your herb garden. You can also add some lemon juice. You can mix that up and make a terrific, terrific dressing that costs you pennies a serving. So we'll just put those back in the fridge and replace that crap that we took out. Okay, let's go in and see what kind of protein is in this fridge here. Oh my goodness. Bologna. Is that how you say it? Bologna? I don't even know. All I know is it's meat-formed little flaps. And it's something that you shouldn't be putting into your body. It's loaded with nitrates. You know, and nitrates have been shown to cause cancer in children and pregnant women. So why would you want to be giving that to your kids? That's crap. Hot dogs. Tube meat. What a concept. You know, it's formed into little tubes that fit on a bun. You know, this is like horrible, horrible stuff, loaded with nitrates, not really any nutritional value whatsoever, but it's convenient. Once again, there's that word, convenient. You know, we tend to use hot dogs as like, you know, that filler. You know, we put it in our macaroni and cheese, we put it in our beans. I say put it in the garbage can. We go to the deli and we think we're getting a better deal with this. But remember, all processed meats use nitrates. Nitrates are used to preserve the meat, you know, and to kill the bacteria, you know, that could harm you. So don't eat even meat from the deli. You know, don't be fooled by that. You can throw that out. If you want to eat meat, buy meat. You know, buy meat that looks like meat, you know, that came from an animal. If you can, get grass-fed beef. You know, if you can, get free-range chicken. I brought in a free-range chicken right here. You know, this is a good quality choice for your family. You know, it has no hormones or antibiotics pumped into it. So this is something that you can feel safe feeding to your family. Better even still is bison. You know, bison meat is probably one of the lowest fat meats you can get. And, you know, as a First Nations person, let's eat what we traditionally ate. You know, if you can get food from nature the way we did traditionally, that's the way we should get our meat. So if you know a hunter, or if you're a hunter yourself, that's the best meat you can get, because that meat is feeding and grazing off natural ingredients from the ground, and you're getting those minerals and all those nutrients that that animal is eating. The stuff you're getting from a feedlot, the beef you're getting from there, it's devoid of any kind of nutrients because it's corn-fed. So this is good. So if you can get caribou, bison, any of the game meats, stick with them. You'll raise healthy children. We've already spoken about how we should limit the amount of bread we eat. But if you're going to make a sandwich, which you're bound to do, we've told you what meats not to put on your sandwich. But there's always spreads. Let's see what they have here in the fridge. Margarine. That's a mainstay of the 21st century. This isn't as bad as the old margarines that we used to get. At least they try to put some olive oil in here. But still, it's only 8% of the ingredients is olive oil. So I would stay away from this if you could. So we'll just toss that. What is a better choice is, let's see, butter. Butter comes from a cow. If you're going to buy butter, get organic butter, please. If you're getting butter from, the cows that come from, commercial farmers, you're also getting the hormones, the growth hormones, and the antibiotics that they're adding. At least with this product, you're getting a pure product. The only thing I say is limit your intake of butter. That's all. But this is a good choice. We'll put this back in the fridge. An even better choice, I think, is hummus. Hummus is a nice spread that's made with chickpeas. And chickpeas are a good source of protein. So instead of putting butter or margarine on your bread, use hummus. It's a nice spreadable spread, and you can make it yourself at home. It's very simple. You can get canned chickpeas, rinse them because the canned ones are loaded with salt, grind them up with garlic and a little olive oil. You've got a beautiful spread. So this one will keep. And just remember to stay away from those things like mayonnaise. Mayonnaise, ketchups, loaded with sugar. Some are loaded with fat. Try to stay away from those or limit them very, very much, especially with your children. Now let's talk about milk. I'm a big fan of milk personally because I like the flavor of it. But let's see what they have in the fridge here. Okay, here's some milk, your common brand, Beatrice brand, and the problem I have with this milk is that it's coming from cows that are fed hormones and antibiotics. You can't get rid of that. That goes straight into the milk and it's going straight into your children, into your wife, into your family. I think this is something that you shouldn't buy. If you're going to buy milk, which I think is important for those who can absorb the calcium, who don't have a lactose intolerance, buy organic milk. That's one thing you should never skimp on, is milk. And this stuff, this can go in the garbage. A better choice, if you can handle lactose and you don't have any sensitivities to milk, cow's milk, is to get an organic product. Organic products are free of all the hormones and all of the antibiotics that go into commercial milk, and it's a safe choice for your family, granted that you can tolerate those ingredients like lactose and don't have any sensitivity to cow's milk. If you do, so this one we're going to keep. But if you do have sensitivities, anyone in your family, you can always use like a rice milk product or a soy milk product. They're very good. They also have calcium and nutrients that your body requires. So we're going to keep that too. Okay, let's see what's in the cupboard here when it comes to pasta. Because pasta is good. We all love pasta. Let's see what they have up here. Oh my, the mainstay of every healthy home. Kraft dinner. Oh my goodness. It's a sensible solution. It says right there on the package. Sensible as an alternative to what? Good health? This is garbage. But see what they do. The marketing companies are they're clever, Whole wheat. They bring out the same product, but they call it whole wheat. It's still crap. Don't eat this. Don't feed it to your children. Get as far away as you can from this garbage. Let's see what else is up here. Ah, pasta. Okay, we all love pasta, you know, but this is made with durum wheat, semolina, and you know, it's not a bad choice if you cover it with fresh, wholesome tomato sauce, but still, it's not the type of pasta that you really want to eat. There are many better choices, whole grain pastas, pastas made with kamut. I have some examples here, so I'm going to throw this one out too because I think it's garbage. Here's some examples of pastas made with alternative grains. Rice, brown rice to be exact. These are made with brown rice and they're much better for you. But as I said, you can get also pastas made from whole grain. You can get pastas made from old artisanal grains like kamut, which are very good for you. And again, you can cover those with a good wholesome tomato sauce, load it with vegetables. Stay away from the ground beef. You don't need that in there. And these ones, we'll keep those and put them back in the cupboard. Okay, I've given you a lot to think about today. And what I want to remind you is that the food industry doesn't want you to think. They want you to buy and buy more. The food industry has a mandate and they have a responsibility, but it's not to you, the consumer. Their responsibility is to their shareholders. They want to sell more product, and to sell more product, they want to make it more convenient for you, the consumer, to eat more. So all I'm saying to you is you have to make choices. You have to make healthy choices. How do you do that? You read the label. Take a look at the label and see what's in it. If you can't pronounce it, don't eat it. Just remember that one thing. If you can't pronounce it, don't eat it. And also, if it's loaded with fat, if it's loaded with salt, and if it's loaded with sugar, don't put it in your body. This has been John Crouch for Muskrat Magazine. Stay healthy. The choice is yours.